And if you do that, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna put more muscle on, your metabolism is gonna go up, you're gonna start losing weight.
You stole my heart of gold.
What's up, you guys? I've been chilling for 2 days. I haven't worked out and I've been eating all the food. Boy, do I feel lazy. But I know after I do this workout, I'm gonna feel so much better. I'm gonna be so glad that I came. I always feel that way if I take more than like 2 days off, or like if I'm not moving a lot. It is so hard for me to get back into the swing of things. But I always remember, if I force myself to go, I'm gonna be so happy and grateful that I did, because I'm gonna feel better, I'm gonna have more energy, and it'll just get me back into the swing of things. So I always think of like the outcome. How am I gonna feel later or tomorrow if I don't work out? Probably worse. So for today's workout, it's going to be lots of compound movements. I'm lifting heavy today. Don't worry, I got your modifications for all you beginners. Today I did a workout to help build strong legs, strong glutes, nice sculpted shoulders, and really get your heart pumping, really rev your metabolism up. A lot of compound movements. So if you're a beginner, I would really strongly suggest that you start challenging yourself, picking up a little bit heavier weights. And if you do that, you're gonna get stronger and you're gonna put more muscle on, and your metabolism is gonna go up. You're gonna start losing weight. The more muscle that you have on your body, the higher your metabolism is going to run, and the less cardio you have to do to stay in shape. So right now, the only cardio that I've really been doing is twice a week, just like HIIT style or circuit style cardio. I'm really trying not to do any cardio because I want to build strength and muscle so that I can actually change my body composition. And then by the time that I actually do a cut for summertime or lower my calories a little bit, I'm gonna see a huge difference in my body. I really want you guys to be able to do these workouts no matter what. Even if you're a beginner and I'm lifting super heavy weight, I still want you to attempt to do these, but with lighter weights. So this is for anybody. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in 45 minutes. What's up, you guys? I am starting off here by stretching out my hips and my legs, my hamstrings, my quads. You want to make sure that you are stretching your lower body if you're doing lower body day, or upper body if you're doing upper body day, so you do not hurt yourself. Trust me, I used to not stretch and I hurt myself quite a bit, and I rarely hurt myself now. So super important. If you don't do that, I'm gonna come find you. Here we go with the very first muscle building, fat burning exercise, walking lunges. The more muscle you have, the more fat you burn, and the more weight you're able to lose without doing cardio. And no, you will not get bulky. As you can see, I am lunging forward, hinging slightly at the hip. And my stance when I lunge is not too far apart. This is actually going to help hit your glutes a little bit more. So as I lunge forward, I'm pressing up to straight through my heel. So just remember, the longer your stride is when you're doing traveling, walking lunges, you're gonna hit more quads. The shorter, you're gonna hit more glutes. So you're really pulling in your core into your spine, tightening up your abdominals, keeping your back nice and flat. Squeezing your back together, so squeezing your mid-back and scapula together. You want to keep those elbows close to your body, wrapping your thumb and fingers around the bar, and making sure that your wrists stay straight as possible. Okay, so for all you beginners out there, you can either do this movement with no weight. You can also put your hands behind your head and your elbows are out to the side, or grab a pair of dumbbells. But I'm really wanting you guys to challenge yourself and learn how to hold a bar on your back properly. So using a stick like this and training your upper body to be in that position is really going to benefit you. If you are a beginner and you've never done this in your whole life, it is very awkward to have anything on your back in this position. So my number one tip for you is you must keep your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your back, keep your elbows back and down lined up with your torso. Squeeze that bar, try not to bend at the wrists. That is all done before you step away from that squat rack. So as soon as you start your exercise, your upper body stays completely fixed in cement. Okay, for our second exercise here, we are going to be doing a sumo squat with an upright row with a focus on the rear delt. So what we're gonna do is come into a nice wide sumo squat. Toes are slightly pointed outward. You wanna make sure that when you stand up, you're able to contract and squeeze your glutes. So make sure that your feet are not too far apart to where you cannot do that. Okay, so before you start, squeeze your glutes, contract them. You're gonna pull your belly button into your spine and you're going to just squat back into your invisible chair, hips go to the back room. And you're gonna drop those weights right down to your heels. Holy macaroni, I feel like I'm doing cardio right now. That's how intense it is for me. But if you are a beginner, of course, you can grab some lighter weights. So I have 5 pounds here and I'm going a little quicker because it's a little bit easier for me. A few other key points to focus on is making sure that you're pulling up, feeling those shoulders working, and the rear delts. So the rear delts are in the back of your shoulders, and as you can see, my elbows are coming to the back wall behind me. I'm pulling up and then back slightly to get that contraction in my upper shoulder area. Okay, next exercise. We're doing a set of 3 different lunges. So the first one is reverse curtsy, second side sumo squat lunge, and then forward walking lunge. So I'm using one leg to do all of the movement, and that'll be my left leg here. So as you can see, I'm traveling down the green. I'm not just staying in one place. So reverse curtsy lunge, side sumo squat lunge, forward lunge, and then I step up with my right foot to travel forward. If I didn't step up with my right foot right here, I would stay in one spot the whole time. So when you do your sumo side squat lunge, you can either choose to bring your dumbbells to the side of your body or in between your legs. I prefer in between my legs. It's a little bit more work to hold them out to the side because your knees are really wide. So make sure you don't let your knees bow in. Really try to work on those inner and outer thighs, squeezing them together as you bring the legs together. So it's a muscle to mind connection here. Make sure that your head is just an extension of your spine. So what I mean by that is we're not bending so much in the neck, so keeping your chin tucked to your chest as much as possible as you hinge forward in that hip. All right, here we go with another compound movement, sumo side lunge with a shoulder press. Okay, so grab a pair of weights. If you are a beginner, you can actually just pretend like you have weights in your hand to really get the form down before you start adding like 2.5s or 5s. If you're seasoned, obviously grab whatever you want to grab. We're gonna get a nice wide sumo squat. Toes are slightly pointed out. As you lunge to the side, you're gonna bring the weights to your shoulders, looking down to the floor. So make sure your head is an extension of your spine like I was just talking about. You wanna make sure that you're not trying to stare at yourself in the mirror like I'm doing right here. Don't do that, guys. So you're gonna lunge to the side, sit back into your invisible chair, hips go to the back of the room, press through that heel. And as you come to center, pull your belly button into your spine even more and press up through the ceiling. Okay, so drop one of your weights, or if you did the last exercise with no weight, grab a weight. If you like, you can do this with no weight as well if you're a beginner, just to get your form down. We're going to do a reverse lunge with a shoulder press. So you're going to reverse back into your lunge on one leg here. Knee stays behind your toe, and then as you come up to straight, you're going to press the weight through the roof, pulling your belly button into your spine and squeezing your glutes. Now, you can either do one leg at a time or you can alternate lunges. For my first set, I did one leg at a time, and then I wanted to switch it up and do alternating lunges. If you're a beginner, I would stick with one leg at a time so that you can really get your balance down. Okay, we're almost done. These are called good mornings. Okay, so the bar is on your back. Your back is squeezed nice and tight. It's flat like a table. Your elbows are gonna stay nice and flat with your back. Now, as you can see, nothing is moving. Your wrists are gonna stay as straight as possible. It's a little bit harder for this exercise with the wrist situation for me, but I'm doing the best I can here. You're pulling your belly button into your spine, and my feet are not really in a wide sumo squat, but they're not in a regular stance squat either. So it's a little in between there for me. So here is the beginner version. I told you I got you, boo. So I just have that stick. It's like 2 pounds. And what you're gonna do is the same exact thing I was just doing. You're really gonna keep that back nice and flat. So really practice that. As you can see, I'm just hinging at the hip here. So I'm pushing my hips to the back wall, pulling my belly button into my spine, and nothing else moves. Okay, my lovely people, last and final exercise, sumo dumbbell deadlifts. So grab a pair of dumbbells. You can grab 2.5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever you want to do. Your feet are in a nice wide sumo stance position. Toes are pointed out to the side. Knees are out to the side. Make sure they don't bow in. Focus on feeling that stretch in the back of the leg, the hamstring area. Drop those weights down to the heels. Back stays flat. Shoulders are back and down. Squeeze your back together. You don't want your weights to pull your shoulders down and forward to where your back rounds. You're pressing your hips to the back room, so you're just hinging in the hips, and that's it. Slight bend in the knee, belly button to the spine. Inhale as you come down, exhale, stand up and squeeze your booty. That is it. If you have any questions on form, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you got this. I believe in you.
That was it. That was the workout. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss this face Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you so much for all of your support. It means the world to me. I love when you guys comment, so don't forget to leave a comment below. Get to say hi, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.